Okay, so for this first video, I'm going to talk about things that we've done in section 4.3 on the trigonometric ratios in your textbook. We've already known about the first three trigonometric ratios. We know about sine theta. Sine was opposite over hypotenuse. We'll come to look at our triangle and our unit circle in just a second. Cosine theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now, we've been looking at the unit circle and a triangle within that unit circle and dealing with angles on the unit circle. So, just a quick sketch of our circle here. Doesn't have to be perfect. The terminal arm creates the hypotenuse, which is also the radius of the unit circle, which for a unit circle is 1. Then we have the height of this triangle, which represents the y-coordinate of the unit circle. This point right here, wherever that terminal arm is touching on the edge of the circle. Out here we have the x-coordinate. So this point on the unit circle is over x and up y, and it forms a right triangle. And here's our angle in question. There's theta. Now we can change these formulas to match the new letters that we've put here. In grade 10 we used opposite over hypotenuse and all this. Let's change this up to represent what we did last year when we were looking at angles. So instead of opposite and hypotenuse, we're going to use y and r. So opposite from this angle theta is y over the radius of our circle. For cosine, it's adjacent, which in this case is x coordinate, over the radius, which is our hypotenuse. Given that same notation, across we have opposite, which is y, and adjacent, which is x. So tangent becomes y over x. Now, this week, introduced to you 3 new ratios, which are based on these 3 ratios: cosecant, cotangent, and tangent. So cosecant, which your textbook uses CSC, equals, now it's the theta, equals 1 over sine theta. Secant theta equals 1 over cosine theta, and cotan or COT is equal to 1 over tan theta. Now, all we did to get these is flip over the other ones. So for sine Sine is y over r. Cosecant is r over y. Secant, which is cos, is r over x. Cotangent, which is opposite, inverse, or reciprocal, sorry, of tan, is x on y. We treat these new ratios, which are called reciprocal, the reciprocals of the original three. These ratios are treated exactly like the cos, sine, and tan. We solve for them exactly the same. The only difference is when we get our final answer for cos, sine, and tan, we simply take the reciprocal and flip our fractions.